Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Gypsy Guru. My name is Yala Ari Wali, and I'm here to give you your July monthly reading. So, the two oracle cards I picked for you were Candles and Magic, and also the Death card. Don't worry, it's about transformation and rebirth. And this highlights the spread here because I feel that there's magic surrounding you. It's just transforming your thoughts and feelings. Let's get into it. So, with your current position here, you have the Ace of Staffs and also the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like you are taking things head on, going after what you're desiring with passion here. There's a new idea, new creation, new passion, new inspiration here that you're just really going after and you're charging for. The challenge here is that moving too fast. Okay. The Six of Swords is about moving from troubling waters into smoother ones. And the Two of Rods is about growing, establishing where do you see yourself in the next, such and such time frame, right? Where do you see yourself going? The challenge with this is that you might not have everything in order or in place, because the Six of Swords is moving forward, moving away, and this is also growing and moving forward too. So you might not entirely know how this is going to pan out, and that's common, because when you do have a new idea, you never know how it's going to turn out. And that could just be the challenge for you right now is wanting to jump ahead before having all your ducks in a row, and not have everything laid out and mapped out. Also, because, Sagittarius, I'm sorry to say, but you guys see the big picture. You don't see the details. You don't see the cracks and crannies and how things could fall through. You have a vision and you go after it, and you just see the glory and glee behind it. You don't see how this can fail. So I feel like the challenge is to slow down and don't move so quickly, because that's exactly what you're doing. So yeah, I really feel like you may not see entirely how this is going to work because, as I mentioned, Sag, you guys are visionary. You don't need to know the details. You just want to go, and that's okay. But slow it down, okay? That's the challenge. The advice is the King of Staffs and the Four of Cups. So, although it's a challenge to not see where these things are going, where they're taking you, how these things are going to pan out, what are the details of these things, but I feel that if you keep moving with the same inspiration as you first did in the first position, that could help lighten the load on your feelings here, because generally speaking, Sagittarius have a bit of an ego attached to their visions, and sometimes you want to take off and you don't want to know the facts because they can kind of dampen your vibe. So I feel that by you just, with the King of Staff is a fire energy, Sag, So I feel like this is you. I feel like you just keep moving forward and you keep being strong and being diligent and keep being passionate about your inspirations, and be more in charge and more diligent in your dealings and how you operate and how you manage things. It won't feel like such a burden to you. You won't feel so unhappy. Oh, this is the Five of Cups. I'm sorry. So this Five of Cups represents emotions. The Three of Cups are spilled, but you have two cups up here that are full and they're waiting for you. I think that with the Five of Cups, I feel that with the King of Staffs here, that if you can manage these two cups, you won't feel as bad, because just managing those two cups alone will be good enough for you. Okay. And the potential outcome here is the Seven of Cups and the Death card. So with the Seven of Cups here, it's like a lot of ideas, a lot of visions and dreams. So I feel like you're transforming something, and you do have the Death card here too. So I feel like you're taking you got to take one of these cups. You can't take them all, although sometimes you can, but they're just harder to manage like that. But I feel like once you take one of these cups and you transform that into something that fits your style, that fits your how can I say, how you manage things, because this is a person who's in charge and manages things well. I feel like that once you take these cups and you transform how you do that, that's where you can be focused, and you can focus on one of these things. You went from having 5 cups to 7, so with that advice, with the King of Staffs and the 5 of Cups, managing those 2 cups. And after those 2 cups, yeah, you do have 7 here, but you're narrowing down to 1, and you can transform that cup into something you can move forward with and focus on that solely to manifest what you're trying to create. So with the Death card and the Magic with the candles, I suggest that you work with magic, you work with candles to set the intention on how to pay attention to details, how to managing things at a steady pace, so it won't dampen your feelings or your visions. So that's all I have for you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.